commercial space for the processing of goods and if home option is not viable anymore. Medyo malaki na yung kailangan natin ditong space. A commercial space gives the entrepreneur a more specialized and suited manufacturing site than manufacturing at home. For example, you decided to manufacture yung mga dairy products. And of course, ang kailangan natin sa mga dairy products yung medyo oversized na mga refrigerators. Hindi yung pwedeng refrigerator lang natin sa kitchen. So in short, we have to rent a place na kayang i-accommodate yung mga ganong klaseng equipments. But as we know, this is more expensive. Medyo may kamahalan nga naman to. At kailangan itong pag-isipan mabuti ng entrepreneur kasi if we are going to rent a commercial space or manufacturing site, it usually requires a long-term commitment between the entrepreneur saka doon sa nagpaparent. So they have to sign a contract or lease of agreement. So usually may ganoon, may tinatakbong oras kapag tayo ay nagre-rent. So kailangan pag-isipang mabuti. Third option is why rent if you can purchase a commercial space. This option requires the biggest amount of capital and expenditure, pinakamahal. But it also provides the entrepreneur substantial freedom and flexibility to design and run the commercial space. Compared with renting, purchasing a commercial space is considered more of an investment rather than an expense. So, in short, magi-invest ka na sa isang malaking space and usually, yung mga medyo malalaki ng business and more stable ones na yun ang gumagawa ng ganitong klase ng manufacturing site. Okay, so kapag nalaman na natin yung manufacturing site natin from these three option, so we have to consider din kasi yung location. Yung location ng manufacturing site. We have to make sure na yung delivery of raw materials and finished goods is conducted efficiently. Malapit sila dapat sa kalsada. The location should also be accessible to major types of transport vehicles. So baka naman kasi motor lang ang kaya makapunta ron sa manufacturing site nyo. That is a very hindi siya maganda. So the location must operate in an environment friendly manner so as not to contribute to various types of pollution in the environment. So yun nga, syempre manufacturing sites nagpo-produce siya ng mga waste products. We have to make sure din na yung mga waste natin is being dumped accordingly. So huwag kung saan-saan lang. Usually nagiging problema to kapag sa home base lang. Syempre kapag home base nga naman, maliit lang yung production natin. So we have to take note of that na lang din. After yun na, no? Alam na natin kung saan tayo mag-establish ng manufacturing site. We have now to plan na yung layout ng manufacturing site natin. Where should the equipments and materials should be placed for the proper accommodation at efficiently na mararan yung business natin. Usually meron lang tayong dalawang options. So the internal layout or floor plan of the manufacturing site must also be critically done by the entrepreneur because it affects the efficiency of the business operation. Yung flow ng manufacturing can follow na yung mismong arrangement ng materials natin. So ito yung sinasabi nating dalawang options for the floor plan. Una is yung product base at yung pangalawa is yung process base. So product base, where the facilities are pre-arranged according to the flow of the manufacturing operations. Ito yung pangkaraniwan. Or we can also have the process base where the facilities are grouped according to their function. Okay, so here is an example. Yung letter A is the product base at yung letter B is the process base. Example, meron kang tatlong setup para makagawa ng isang product. Sa bawat setup na yon, meron kang tatlong steps. Kung product base ang gagamitin natin, yung tatlong step magkakasama sila. Tatanungin ko sana kayo kung naiintindihan. Wala rin palang sasagot. Anyway, so on the other hand, pag sinabi naman nating process base, as I mentioned, para makagawa ng isang product, kailangan ng tatlong steps. At meron kang tatlong setup. Sa process base, bawat isang step doon sa setup mo is magkakasama. Okay, example. Meron kang factory ng sardinas o sardines. Let's say, para makagawa ka ng sardinas, we have to clean the fish, put it in can, at saka ilagay sa box. Yun lang, example lang naman. So, yun yung tatlong steps natin. So, meron kang, let's say, tatlong machines para gawin yung tatlong steps na yon. Sa tatlong machines na yon, makakagawa ka ng isang final product. Kung product base ang gagawin mo, yung tatlong magkakaibang machine na may iba't ibang function ang magkakasama. Yun yung product base. On the other hand, kapag process base naman, yung tatlong magkakaibang machine, kung alin dun yung magkakamuka, sila yung magkakasama. So now, anong pinagkaiba nila? It depends on the manufacturing site at depende rin doon sa number of manpower mo. Pareho lang din naman sila makakapag-produce ng product, same quantity. So pareho lang din naman. So you have to think this, ano? So after na yung manufacturing, proceed tayo doon sa service delivery process. This is applicable doon sa mga entrepreneurs na nag-o-offer ng services. Yung manufacturing kasi products, tangible products. Dito naman is yung services. As we mentioned, service delivery process is yung nag-o-offer tayo ng service. So this is service are intangible, and the only way the customer can appreciate the service is by remembering how pleasant his or her experience was. Moreover, a seamless service saves the entrepreneur a huge chunk in operational cost. So yun yung main difference kasi ng service saka ng product, sa product, para matandaan ng customer, syempre kung pagkain, nasarapan sila. Kung gadget, na-enjoy nila yung gadget. Pero sa service, example, nagmamanicure, paano matatandaan ng manicurist, ng customer, yung in-offer mong service? Syempre, kailangan nilang maramdaman yung experience. So, yung main difference niya, So, service entrepreneurs must prepare a detailed flow chart of the service business, which is also called a service blueprint. Every process in the blueprint must be relevant to the service business to minimize waste. The service bottlenecks can be addressed immediately to avoid customer complaints. So in short, you have to prepare a manuscript or script nung sasabihin ng mga empleyado mo on how to offer these services. Usually, yung entrepreneur yung nagpe-prepare nung ganon. Example, yung sa restaurant. So saan pwedeng magtanong ang customer ng kung may vacant pa bang table, where to order, where to place their complaints, saan sila pwedeng maghintay ng kanilang order para maiwasan yung bottlenecks. At lahat ng services na yon, kailangan may script tayong inihanda para mas maging madali yung flow ng service natin. At maiwasan yung tinatawag na bottlenecks. Bottleneck is the part of the process where there is apparent inefficiency and where the customers wait longer. In terms of floor plan sa mga services, the service entrepreneur must design it according to the most efficient way in performing the service. So, which can be based on the internal structure of the service business, service delivery requirements, or customer requirements. Example, barbershop. Kung may barbershop tayo, we have to know kung saan natin ipupwesto yung mga receptionist. At syempre, sa front ng customers yun para mas madaling makapag-inquire yung mga customer. So, yun yung service delivery process. Sumunod sa method is yung distribution. Distribution is the process of bringing the products or service to the customer, or simply, paano mapupunta yung products natin sa mga customer natin. Distribution is not a straight process from the entrepreneur to the customer. Siyempre, usually meron silang tinatawag na supply chain or distribution channels. The manufacturer will deliver the products to the distributor, to the wholesaler, to the retailers, and then finally to the customer. In short, meron pang mga ibang taong dinadaanan yung product natin before it reach the customers. Sila yung mga taong to. First one, yung manufacturers. Sila yung gumagawa mismo ng product. Distributors, binibili nila yung product mula sa manufacturer or the entrepreneur at ibebenta nila sa mga customer or sa iba pang distributor. Kuha, syempre may markup price na yon. It's either wholesale or retail. So, pwede rin namang mag-agents. Ang pinagkaiba lang ng agent sa distributor, and distributor kasi binibili nila yung product, yung agent hindi. Kuha?